This is Clash Royale, but our deck will get higher skill after every single game. So starting things off, guys, we have the very lowest skill deck in the whole game, in my opinion, Goblin Giant Pekka. This deck literally will just do better for you if you purposely play it dumb. Like, if you try to be smart, you try to make calculated and good plays, you do worse with this deck. And guys, our deck is going to be getting higher and higher skill after every single game, so we have the lowest skill deck now, but eventually we're going to have the highest skill deck in the game. Okay, we're going to get a very nice Goblin Curse right here. I feel like the Curse is actually a really easy way to kill the Skelly King ability, so love to see that. I could go in for a Lightning here, but I don't think that would really do much for me, because my Pekka's dead either way. And guys, believe it or not, the very best players with this deck actually do go in for Pekka's first play. They actually do this. That's actually a good play, somehow, with this deck. Wait, that cart might not die here. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I feel like I'm just too smart for this deck, guys. Like, this deck is not suited for a man like me. I don't know if I can actually do well today, because I'm just too smart. Like, I can't bear to, like, play dumb. I'll try to, though. I'll try to. And also, guys, the Chef Tower is also a really dumb tower. It just makes it so you just get so many interactions going so well for yourself that you really don't deserve. Like, you just, you know, get your Pekkas killing everything in, like, way less shots. You get your Goblin Giant Spear Goblins doing so much damage. There's so many good things about having the Chef Tower in a deck like this. I'm just gonna go for a Pekka in the back here, not really thinking about it, just, you know, trying to do the best we can. It's gonna be quite a contrast to play the highest skill decks later in this video, but we'll see how that goes. You could honestly play this deck with your feet and you would probably do well. I kid you not, guys. There was like some random top 1000 noob last season who had absolutely nothing on Mohamed Light, but yet he absolutely just smoked Mohamed Light last season. Like, Mohamed Light got bodied by a complete random player using this deck, and Mohamed just couldn't do anything. He was using his, you know, typical miner deck. We do get the Goblin Giant on the tower. Look how much damage that is, man. Like, I thought that would be like a just small connection, but that actually just took effectively half of his tower. You know, guys, speaking of feet, I opened Instagram. I saw my DMs because sometimes some of you guys DM me random stuff, and I sometimes see it. And, brother, the first thing that I saw is that someone sent me a reel of someone playing Clash Royale with their feet, man. It was like a retired Clash Royale Pro who was playing with his feet, bro. And I just can't even get over that, man. Like, why did you send me that? And also, why did that guy even make the video in the first place, bro? Like, literally, it was like, I can't even explain it. It was like these big hairy feet, and like the feet had freaking this huge hair on it. It looked like the Diary of the Wimpy Kid haircut, except on feet. And it just got me traumatized. And I don't understand, like, why some people are obsessed about that kind of stuff, bro. Some people in the comments keep on saying feet, feet, feet every time. We're just gonna have to get our E-Wiz here on defense, guys. We're looking pretty good right now. Kind of just autopiloting. That's how this deck works. Like, you just autopilot half the time, and that's all you have to do. I would say we could just get a Goblin Machine with this deck. See, guys, the nice thing about this deck is that even if you cannot ever aim your spells, you're fine, because you have the Goblin Machine to aim for you. Not that the Goblin Machine has the best aim, though, but, you know, you can make stuff work sometimes. We do get a lot of Goblins right here, man. I know they're just cloned Goblins, but still love to get all those on the board, because actually it does distract the Cannoneer pretty nicely. Okay, I think we have to just E-Wiz here, because I kind of need the Rage for offense, just to, maybe kill a Goblin Gang or something. We are going to get our Lightning down right here, and he's probably going to have to just play the Gang, I would assume. Okay, we can just get our Rage down right here, then we're going to... If we get, like, a single shot, we're going to win, so that's all we need here. Or we can just get a Lightning. But, guys, there is one issue, and that is that we could get Lightning blocked. That could be an issue. Okay, I think we're going to be fine here. I think we're fine. Bro, what?! That just did 700 damage. Wait, guys, I'm just going to do this. Lightning the corner. He's not going to expect it. We take it. Moving ever so slightly up on the skill ladder, we are now playing Elixir Golem. It's kind of crazy that E-Golem is actually not the lowest skill deck in the game right now, because Pekka Goblin Giant, I believe, is lower skill, so... Yeah, we're playing Elixir Golem. I mean, the thing about it is that with Pekka Goblin Giant, you pretty much do whatever you want, but I feel like with Elixir Golem... Wait, what did the Executioner just do right there? Did you guys see that? But anyways, guys, the thing with Elixir Golem is that it's very, very low skill most of the time, but the one thing about it is that you can get punished with it a little bit easier than you can with other beatdown decks, because obviously you give that Elixir back to your opponent after your E-Golem, you know, dies and stuff like that. So that's the only reason why I'm putting it a little bit higher on the skill chart. We're just going to go for our Skelly King right here. Hopefully that's enough to stop the Boss Bandit. feel like this guy didn't even defend that well against our E-Golem, so we're actually in not too bad of a spot right now. We're definitely going to take some damage here. When you're playing an Elixir Golem deck, you just have to realize that you can't always defend everything. Sometimes you just have to just spam your opponent and stuff and not worry about defense. I'm going to go for the Goblin Machine here, guys, because he probably will have to, like, Evo Executioner or just, like, overcommit with something. I don't know what he's going to do, actually. Yeah, he does go for the Evo Executioner, guys, but look at this tower, though. He's going to lose his whole tower here. The only issue is that I know I can't defend my towers, though. I know he's going to take my tower at some point or another in this match. But as of right now, we're looking pretty good. If he goes for a Boss Bandit, I might literally have to defensive E-Golem. Okay, I'm going to have to go ahead and arrows on this right here, but... okay, that actually counters it. I was going to say the Executioner won't die, but it actually did. Okay, he goes in for a Ram Rider, guys. We're going to take a lot of damage here. There's not much we can do about it, but... I mean, at least we defend. I'm just going to go in, honestly. This is kind of like a very weird style of play, guys, because in this matchup, the Executioner just completely bodies our Elixir Golems, so we have to play this in a very weird way that we normally would not play this type of matchup. Nice, we get the guards with the curse there. Let's get it into goblins. Nice, that's so much damage right there. Nice damage. The thing is, we have no big spell, so it could still be hard to take out this right side tower. Well, actually, probably not too difficult, because we have, yeah, like arrows and stuff. Okay, I think we'll be fine here. He might get a nice lightning. Yeah, he does get the lightning. Oh, that really lined up on my tower there. Wait, I literally have to defensive E-Golem, guys. I'm not about to let that Executioner do too much. Ooh, okay, he gets the ability down. I'm kind of worried right now. Well, okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. We take his tower. We just have to defend right here. That's all we have to do is just defend right here. Come on, get our arrows down, please. Yeah, I think we won. He can only lightning one side at this point. Wait, as long as I get my Skelly King down here, we win, guys. Let's go. I'm actually pretty surprised we beat an Executioner deck. Dare I say we outskilled him. Guys, I had to put Royal Recruits at a little bit of the lower end of the 8 decks that we're going to be playing today from lowest to highest skill. The reason why is because there's a very big streamer, his name is Jinxie, and he was facing Mohamed Light in this challenge where he had to beat Mohamed Light 1 game before Mohamed Light could beat him in 100 games. And he actually beat Mohamed Light within like 8 games as a top, I think like top 2K player he was at the time. And he was using this Recruits deck. That's what he used to beat Mohamed Light very, very early. I think Mohamed Light was playing kind of late in the night or something, so maybe he wasn't really focused or something, but yeah, still is kind of insane. Oh, this guy's Executioner, that's so annoying. Might be a graveyard deck here. I mean, I think it has to be. Not really much else it could be here. Flying Machine is going to get really good value, but besides the Flying Machine, this matchup looks really hard. Yeah, this looks really hard. You know, I probably should have gone for my piggies there to tank for that Flying Machine, but... So, you're just going to graveyard with literally no support? Is that what we're doing? He gets his king up. That was kind of weird that that worked so well for him. But we'll see what we can do here, guys. I'm kind of scared of the Evo Executioner and stuff like that. I don't exactly like where this game is going right now. Especially with this king up, too. That's going to be pretty annoying for us. Anyways, guys, I just want to thank you all for all the support recently, man. I feel like the channel has been growing really nicely recently. And I guess I'll just hop on the trend because I saw people admitting stuff for when they get like super famous. So if I get like super famous, I'll just admit that I've been telephobic, I've been claustrophobic, that someone even one time said that I'm racist. One time. And I don't even know why, because like I was talking to this guy or something, and then he was like talking smack to me and Riley, and then I just said that he's stinky because he really was stinky. And then he just said I'm racist for no reason. He just said I'm racist just because I called him stinky because he thought that I somehow related it to like something else, even though I just was talking about him. I wasn't talking about anything else. It was just like him particularly. He particularly was a stinky individual, I suppose. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna pop our ability here. This could be decent. We kill the Executioner, but guys, we're gonna have to get some really good zappies. Wait, he's selling. He's selling so hard right now. Nice, let's go, guys. He sold so hard right here. If he just supported the Evo Inferno Dragon, guys, I don't think I could have killed it. Okay, wait, this could be decent for us here, because recruits should do a good job, right? Tell me they do a good job here. Nice, they do. Very nice. Okay. See guys, the key in this matchup is really just to make good double lane pressure, because in a single lane, Executioner will just shut down any possible thing I could go for, but if we push in 2 lanes, then it gets really hard for him to defend, it looks like, despite his King Tower being up as well. And the Zappies in the middle there were really good, guys, because they just prevented him from going for an Inferno Dragon. And I'm liking our situation quite a bit right now. Flying Machine takes out the Tombstone, and it gets right on the tower as well. Okay, we're just going to go for more recruits right here, and as long as we are able to stop the graveyard freezes at least decently, then I like where this is going. And guys, when they play Executioner or something like that in the back, or like a Witch, for example, usually you either have to go for the Flying Machine opposite lane, or you go for it kind of in the middle. Okay, nice. This is very good. This is very good for us here. He goes for a Panic Tombstone. I'm actually going to get my Fireball here on the Executioner and the Inferno Dragon. Wait, Flying Machine is getting so much damage here. He's going to have to freeze. He's saying good luck. We just completely dominated this guy. Honestly, if this was a few metas ago, I probably would have put Giant Graveyard quite a bit lower on this list today, guys, but we have it kind of just near to the middle, because Giant Graveyard does take a little bit more skill than it used to. It's a lot easier to get punished these days, it feels like, because there's a lot of Mother Witch going around. There's a lot of good counters in general to some of the cards in this deck. For example, like, people can Fisherman against your bowler to get their king up, and then with your Graveyard deck, that pretty much means that you're out of the game already. Would you potentially want to wait 5 seconds into the game before you Giant Prince, just in case I have, like, something that could counter push and win me the game right away? Or do you not want to do that? That's pretty bad. That's a pretty bad start, guys. I don't really know what to say about that. And I don't really have too much to do here. I feel like it's really awkward to push into the Dagger Duchess, because we just need a big push. If we just go for little pushes, it won't do anything. So I'm going to go for the Giant in the back here, guys, and we have our Evo Witch, maybe, for something, if he tries to pressure. But other than that, I'm not really sure what's going to happen. He does have Inferno Dragon, which is kind of bad for us to see. Oh, he better not have a Lightning. I'm telling you, he better not have a Lightning. Oh, he has Fireball. Interesting. Okay, you better not have arrows. Oh my gosh. And that hit everything. Like, if you're going to do that, at least miss your zap next time. Very good guards, though. Look at that. And guys, Cannonier's definitely helping out as well. I think the main 2 factors that are making Giant Graveyard a bit lower skill now, guys, is definitely the Evo Witch and also the Cannoneer Tower. Both are pretty broken. I'm going to get my bowler slow rolling in the back now. Oh, thank goodness I did. Okay, he goes for the Giant Prince, guys. We're going to have to get an Evo Snowball, and then I guess we just go in for the Witch right now. Please don't zap. Oh my gosh, why do you have, like, so many spells, bro? Why do you have so many spells? Like, why do these players have so many spells all of a sudden, guys? No, I swear, like, all of a sudden, these Giant players have, like, 5 spells every single deck they play. They have, like, Curse, they have Rage, they have Arrows, Fireball, like... Gosh dang it, dude. And we get, like, a little bit of damage, but just nothing really good for us here. Nah, that's trash for us. Honestly, I might just have to go all in here, guys. I don't think we can, have any chance to defend our tower. This should be a decent Evo Witch here. He does go for a Fireball Zap. Oh, that does kill it. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm leaking. I'm just gonna leak. I don't want to play anything else. Bro, I'm lagging. I'm lagging, guys. Like, brain-wise. Bro, I'm brain lagging, bro. This isn't fair. I don't know what I was supposed to do. I just, like, was thinking, and I couldn't think in time. For our next deck, making its way a little bit closer towards the high skill end of things, or I guess you could already consider it to be on the skill end of things, we have Royal Giant. Now, I think it's kind of an interesting case for Royal Giant because a lot of people really, really heavily overrate it, but then some people do underrate it as well and just call it like one of the lowest skill decks in the game. I think it's definitely not like the highest skill deck or something like that, especially with the Monk up in here. It just feels like you cycle that John in the back, you RG, then you pop the ability, and there's nothing half the opponents in the game can do if they don't have the perfect counter to you. But, you know, it does take some skill sometimes, like you have to do some cool Fisherman placements, you can do some cool plays with your Hunt, or some cool placements that a lot of people don't know, and there's a thing or two you can do, and you just have to have good control of the game, I guess is really the main thing with RG. Just having good control is the most important thing with it, which a lot of people fail to do. But I will say that Cannoneer definitely makes this deck a lot easier to play, and yeah, just the Monk, of course. If we decide to put no Monk in RG, then I think it would go up a couple spots on the skill ranking, potentially. But even then, I feel like it's not as hard to play as some people think. We're going to go for the Rage here, guys, but we actually have to go for a Fisherman as well because we have Cannoneer Tower, which is going to help us shred big tanks, but it also has its drawbacks as well. I'm actually going to RG the bridge right here. The reason why is because I have Cannoneer, so I can get away with literally anything that I do. And I know that for a fact. Look, watch me. You guys don't think I could get away with that? Watch me. Watch me right now. We're going to get away... Bro, we're going to get away with that. Look at Cannoneer Tower. We're getting away with that. He didn't even pop his Queen ability. Okay, he does go for the Mega Knight all the way in the back. The one issue in this matchup could be the Evo Mega Knight, but besides that, I'm not really too scared about anything. The thing about this deck, guys, is also that RG just has such a broken defense, so I feel like that's where a lot of the hate for it comes from, because you can just literally overcommit as much as you want, and you just basically will guaranteed defend anything. Like, literally, no matter what someone plays, there's like always a way to defend with RG. We're actually just gonna go in right here, and he's probably gonna Evo Mega Knight, but our Fisherman is on the map, so we can just pop this Evo Hunter right here on the map, I guess, and Monk tanks for a little bit. Fisherman's gonna pull the Mega Knight as well. We just get a Rage plus this E-Spirit to kill the bats, and I mean, I guess he countered it, but like, we just have another RG. And we have a healthy Hunter as well, which is gonna help us out. Put a net. Okay, he does kill my Evo Hunter, unfortunately, guys, but look at this, though. We're still defending. Hold up, this could be damage for him, actually. Wait a minute. But no, the guards are so good, man. It's literally a brick wall defense, and I don't even care if he gets a connection here. Actually, I'll just E-Spirit so he gets 0 damage. Yeah, so we could probably get another RG down as well. I mean, RG is basically guaranteed damage, guys, in a lot of matchups if your opponent doesn't have, like, a building or some perfect counter. Dude, this is literally just going to be tower down. That's literally just tower down. There was nothing he could do. I could play that right into his Mega Knight and Prince, and we still take the tower. This one might be a little bit controversial, but we do have Logbait fairly high up here on the skill ranking. There are still a couple decks that are higher skill than Logbait in my opinion, but yeah, Logbait is fairly much up there. The thing about it, guys, is that Logbait can be one of the lower skill decks in the game in certain matchups, but you know, I feel like people mostly say Logbait is no skill because it can be really no skill in some matchups, but if you think about it, man, any deck in the game could be a very low skill deck in the wrong, I guess, matchup. But in general, with Logbait, you have to have a pretty good recognition of how much Elixir your opponent has at any given time, because you have to make a lot of cool plays and predictions based on that, and you can, like, you know, change your barrel placement, not just to, like, juke a log or a spell, but also to, like, dodge someone's guards. Like, if they go for guards on the outside a lot, you go for the barrel inside, so it gets more damage, and you can do cool tricks with your Princess to get it right on the tower quicker. Like, I'll try to show you guys something right here. I don't really need to do this, actually, but I'm just gonna do it to show you. So you can actually push the Bridge Princess forward with the Ice Spirit to just get it instantly on the tower, because they made it so Princess, you can actually react to it if you're really quick now, but if you do that Ice Spirit trick, then I think you pretty much can't react to it, so yeah. Anyways, we'll see what happens right here. This guy does have recruits. I'm not really sure what version, though. I don't know if he has piggies or something. I kind of doubt he has piggies, because that would be pretty weird to have the Goblin Stein with that, I feel like. But we'll see, though. Anyways, I'll just go for my Knight right here, guys. We do have our Evo barrel, which could get some nice value. And I'm going to go for the barrel all the way in the back here, just in case he tries to go for recruits. But it looks like he's not going to do that. He's just going to do this right here. We get a barrel Ice Spirit on the other side for so much damage. Could have even played my Evo Dark Golb at the bridge, maybe, but that also could have been a little bit of an overcommit, so I think we're feeling pretty good with this right now. He does get the arrows down. Kill that, kill that. Oh, it gets a hit on the tower. Man, somehow we're still down in damage right now, guys, despite a pretty good start. Well, what I thought was going to be a pretty good start. But we did outcycle him here, so barrel should get a lot of damage. Yeah, look at that barrel and the one goblin sneaking in right there. That is a lot of damage. If we just get one of those good princesses, guys, then we could get a lot of damage. But I don't think we actually need to. I think we just go for a normal one, and that should still get some good damage. Nice, he tried to block us. I'm going to say well played to him as well. Just going to get a Dark Golb kind of up high just to, you know, snipe that down a little bit. Just tickle the Executioner, if you will. Okay, this is so good right now, guys. This Dark Goblin. You know, I will say, guys, probably the lowest skill part of this deck is Dark Goblin. I think when you add Dark Goblin in this deck, it definitely makes it lower skill than the Rocket. At least I feel like. I don't know, this doesn't feel that high skill. But honestly, this guy's kind of just bad. Why are you saying well played, bro? You have Barbaro Arrows getting harassed and bullied by a bait player. Why is he acting like he's so good, man? Like, how are you going to get harassed this badly in this matchup? I don't even know how to do it, guys, but we're here in the next match with the second highest skill deck in all of Clash Royale, in my opinion. We are playing Mohammed Light's main deck, Miner Rocket. The thing about this deck, guys, is that you don't really need any super crazy interactions most of the time to have decent success with it, but it just, like, very consistent, good interactions are needed throughout the game. You have to know exactly what you're doing, because the thing about a Miner chip deck, and just cycle decks in general, guys, is that, well, you can obviously fix your mistakes. Like, if you make some small little mistakes, sometimes it could punish you a lot, but it could also be completely fine because you have, like, a lot of other cycle cards to save you. But the thing is, overall, a Miner deck just gets very, very slow chip damage usually, so to make a mistake, if you take a lot of damage, a lot of the time you're just dead. Alright, this guy does go for the Mighty Miner in the back. It looks like he's playing Hog Earthquake, and of course Buddy thinks he's slick trying to spam the early good game. It's definitely not going to be an easy matchup for us, but the thing is, if we defend the Firecrackers well, it's going to be just very hard for him to break through, so yeah, this could go either way. Nice, he tries to get the Firecracker. You really think you're going to outdo me at my own game, my guy? Did you really think that? Wait, hold up, he actually might outcycle me here. But he has to defend, though, that's the thing. Guys, he's going to try to Hog Rider soon for sure, because he knows that he thinks he outcycled me, but I actually have my Tesla now. Nice, Knight does get on the tower there. Let's go, 2 hits right there. Let's go. The thing about this deck is that people are sometimes really aggressive against it because the defense is so strong, but then you can end up punishing them with just your simple cards if they're too aggressive. Bro, this guy was really just like waving the white flag and stuff. I don't know if you guys are going to see it in the video because it was just during the downtime a bit, but I feel like a lot of people, when they say the early good game, guys, they always lose their confidence and they just end up choking a nice chance that they had to win a game. But for me, man, whenever I say the early good game, I only say it just knowing that I could still win the match, so it never affects me badly. Oh, he does go for an Evo cannon there. I think he tried to predict a Tesla up high there, guys. He tried to, yeah, get his cannon to kill my Tesla, which I just went for low anyways. If you think they're going to try to predict your Tesla up high, guys, you can just go for... Okay, like, why is that shooting from that far? Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Yeah. And guys, the Little Prince 3-card cycle is absolutely insane with this deck, man. Just having the 3-card cycle can be completely game-changing sometimes, man. It's just going to allow us to really keep up with his cycle here, because, you know, he has the quick cycle with, like, the Mighty Miner and stuff, so, yeah, to have the 3-card cycle is going to be actually really, really nice for us right now. He does catch our Miner. We're not really getting too much Miner chip damage, guys, but at this point in the game, I don't really care that much about getting a bit of Miner chip. I just want to, overall, force him to worry about the Miners. Like, I know I'm not really going to get much Miner damage. I'm just trying to force him to defend it, so that way he can't really focus on attacking as much. And I think we might get a rocket down here in a second, guys. Yeah, I think we just rocket this cannon, because we have Evo Tesla if he goes in for a Hog Rider. He's calling the good game already. Guys, a really cool play you can do is actually pop the Little Prince ability at the very last second, like even later than I just did right now. Oh, that's so good for us. We force out the cannon there, the Evo cannon at that. But yeah, guys, a really cool play you can do is right when your Little Prince has like 1 HP left, like 1 shot of HP left, you pop that ability, so the ability actually comes out after it dies, basically. And then the opponents just usually don't expect it or don't see it right away, and you just end up getting a good amount of tower damage sometimes. Oh, snap, he gets double hog down. We can just afford to take a hog shot right here, because we're just up so much damage. And, yeah, it's looking pretty good right now. He does waste the skeletons, so I guess we could just go in for a Miner right now on the tower, because he has no skeletons to predict that. I'm actually going to rocket as well. Kind of over-aggressive, guys, but we're just in such a good spot that I don't really care. Yeah, that's, like, over-aggressive by a lot, but I don't really care about it. We're just going to LP right into this, and we can also log everything right here. We can even go for a Tesla down low, and then we just bridge block this so the Hog Rider goes in front. And he does get another Hog down, but we have our LP ability right here to push these Hogs back. He might get another Firecracker soon, guys. That's really the only way he's probably going to break through right here. We can even rocket on defense. This defense is just really, really nice with this deck. You have so many different options every single time, I feel like. But yeah, there definitely are a lot of really secret interactions that most people don't know. Like, for example, you can fully counter Spear Goblins with just Skeletons, which most people don't know, and there's a lot of cool plays. Nice, he failed the Earthquake prediction there. Let's go. Yeah, just honestly picture-perfect gameplay pretty much by us here, and yeah, we just go for another Tesla, and this guy got like... Did he get 0 hog hits this whole game? He got like 0 hog hits this whole game. Maybe 1 single hog hit. Taking the #1 position as the highest skill deck in the game, we have Hog Earthquake. Now, I know a lot of people are just going to come at me flailing their arms like General Grievous, getting their forearms like that guy from Star Wars to attack me. But guys, if you're a Hog Rider player, defend me in the comment section, please. But anyways, I'm going to try to prove my point to you guys. So listen, with decks like, for example, Miner, Logbait, other supposedly high-skill decks like that, you have this really cheap win condition that you can constantly cycle throughout the game without ever really getting punished because it's so cheap. And you can just instantly get it on the tower. Like a barrel, you just instantly get on the tower, and in a lot of matchups, you just get guaranteed damage all the time, or nearly guaranteed damage. With Miner, you literally get guaranteed damage in every single matchup. It's just not a lot of damage. That's the only thing. But yeah, you get just guaranteed damage. You can play it whenever you want. But with Hog Rider, you have to be pretty careful sometimes when you cycle it, because if they get a mini Pekka on it, that's just a completely wasted Hog Rider, and you get 0 damage on their tower. And there's just so much stuff to break through. You have to break through mini Pekkas, you have to break through buildings, you have to break through Tornado. Now, I will say the one no-skill part about Hog, and, you know, there's a no-skill part of every deck. I think the no-skill part about Hog is the 3-card cycle of Mighty Miner. I think besides that, though, it is pretty decently high skill, in my opinion. Now, I know every deck, as I said, will have some no-skill parts, so for some of you guys, you are going to think Hog is very no-skill. But what I'll do to also prove it to you guys that Hog is high skill is that you can see on the leaderboard, with a deck like Miner, for example, or even some decks like Logbait, there's always a lot of players who are in like the top 10 using that deck, or like at least top 50 using that deck. But with Hog Rider, it's pretty much always only me or like 1 or 2 other guys in the top 50. And there's just like such a big skill gap, clearly, with a deck like Hog Rider, whereas almost every other deck, there's just multiple people doing really well with it. Now, you could say the same thing about like Three Musketeers, so there's probably like one guy who's doing pretty well with it, maybe like in the top 300, and the next best Three Musketeers player is like top 1,000. But the thing about Three Musketeers is that nobody plays it, so that's the reason why there's that gap right there. But with Hog Rider is like one of the most popular win conditions in the game, probably the most popular actually. So yeah, I rest my case, Your Honor. Let me know if you guys accept my case or not. I'm gonna get this down right here. He actually does go in for the graveyard. Honestly, this Evo Inferno Dragon is pretty annoying for us right now. Ooh, this is bad. We're gonna have to reset it right here with an Ice Spirit. Nice, we do reset it. Oh, he goes for a freeze. That is actually kind of a bad freeze by him, I think. We should be able to get our Mighty Miner down at the very last second. We are facing this guy. He's a Clash Royale League World finalist. Okay. This will be interesting. I guess we just pop our ability right here. The reason why I say it will be interesting is because we're looking really good right now, obviously, but to go same lane is really bad in this matchup. That's the only issue. So we're actually just going to get a nice hog right here. Wait, I think his Executioner switched sides. I think it just switched sides right here. He does go in for the NATO. Okay, that hog got so much damage right there. See, I will admit, guys, in certain matchups, hog can feel no skill because certain decks just completely lack a good hog counter, but let's be honest, though, like 90% of the meta decks in the game have a multitude of good hog counters. Just certain decks really do struggle, but I don't know what to say about that. So yeah, I mean, I understand why some people think hog is completely no skill because, you know, if I was like a splash art player like this guy, then I might feel the same way because I would feel like hog players could just get away with anything and just spam firecrackers and do all this nonsense, but, you know, we have to look at the bigger picture. Oh, Executioner is getting on my tower for a bit of damage, but I think we just win this game either way. Yeah, that is going to be a good game.